来到 Mandarin Monkey 广播时间。
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mandarin Monkey Podcast, episode 138.
好棒！我忘记拍手，我也忘记是几号。
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you can do it now if you like. Do you want to try it?
不要啦，不要啦。
Yeah. Hi everybody. We are back. We are back from Yinguo.
大家好。
Hi.
我的力气好低哦。
对啊, it's a bit because
Low energy.
we've got a little bit of jet lag. So our bodies we were away just long enough to get used to the jet lag. Just to the time zone, sorry, to the Yinguo 的时间.
对啊。
And then we obviously had to travel back, so we had to get reused to the Taiwan time,
对。
which didn't really agree with us. So like yesterday I was full of beans, I was full of 很多的力气, and then suddenly about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something went boom, and my and it just went. Because I thought I'm up. I'm going to be up all night. I'm going to be up all night. I can, do some coding, BMR, whatever. Nope. I got to 9:30. I said to you, I think I need to go to bed. Because I was so.
我知道。
My brain was like, no. You went to bed at 8, and then you got back up again.
7点半。
Oh, 7.
7点半，然后我就觉得好累哦，我就在做我的教案 ，my lesson plan，然后我的眼睛就开始，然后我就想说，好吧，我去睡觉好了。
Yeah.
So 我去小睡了一下下。
Yeah.
但是那一下下是1个小时。
I know.
然后我就忘记时间了。
But why?
好累哦，不知道为什么，我们身体还在打架当中。
Yeah.
跟时间打架。
But you fight. Yeah, but you got up.
对。
No, you went to bed at 7 because you're like, I'm so tired. And I came into you, I said, are you going to sleep now? And you're like, yeah. And then you said, I said, do you want me to come wake you up at any time? You're like, no. So I was like, okay, she's gone to bed then. She's gone to bed.
没有，因为
And I came back about an hour.
我觉得我可以起来。我觉得我可以起来。就我可能只要睡个10分钟、20分钟，我就起来了。
You just need a power nap.
对。但是没办法，我就是睡到1个小时，然后你就进来。
What time did you come to bed in the end? 11点吗？
11点差不多，
So
快要11点。
You only stayed up like another hour.
哎，对，
Watching
差
the
不
show or
多。
whatever.
对啊。
Did you feel tired then?
没有。
You still didn't feel tired when you come to
我
bed?
的眼睛很大，11点的时候，我眼睛就这样很大，然后我就开始想我们的孩子，然后我就默默的流眼泪。
Oh.
对啊。
It's okay. They'll be back soon. And then you'll be like, oh.
不会。
No, you don't think that. Yeah, but you don't think that now. But like, you miss kids, you love them, and all this kind of stuff. And you want, it's a really weird emotion. I think when Jia said before, that you want them there, but you don't want them there. But you do because you love them, but you don't. But you do though.
可是我觉得对我来说，像我都在客厅工作嘛。所以我都会听到 Carrie 在哭啊，或者是听到 Mason 在哭，我就会想要知道他们为什么哭，或者是阿嬷可能就是try to stop them doing something， 然后阿嬷就会很大声说不要，然后我就很想知道为什么不要，对啊，就是会有一种 heartbreaking 的感觉，
Yeah.
心碎的感觉。
You got to lock yourself away from that. You got to lock yourself away in a different room. Don't
很难
listen. Earplugs.
没办法。
Listen to some music.
所以呢
Anyway, we're back.
我们回来了，我们安全回来了。
对啊, we're safely back and we don't have COVID. Yay! Oh, sorry. I mean, yes!
Yeah!
I should have done that.
确定。
Firstly, just before we go into our adventure, because we需要对话。
是。
我需要说 thanks very much to Elsa who joined as a patron the day we left. So obviously we couldn't give you a shout out on a podcast because we didn't do one.
谢谢你。
We did like a little one next to a pond, but it was only very quick. So like 6 minutes or whatever it was, 7 minutes.
差不多，对。
Oh yeah.
没有很长。
But this one's going to be normal length.
好棒哦。
About that long.
很长哦。
Yeah, well. Thank you very much, Elsa, for joining. We super appreciate your support. And obviously with your tier anyway, you get one lesson a month. which will help set you up, and you get to come and join the hangouts and stuff and have some fun with all of us. Betsy as well, thank you very much for signing up to the group lessons, because obviously we do group lessons now. www.mandarinmonkey.com/lessons to have a look at Eula and Amy's available times for the group lessons and the private lessons, if that's your kind of thing. Thank you very much, Betsy, anyway, for signing up for the group lessons. I'm sure you have some fun. And Betsy also has said that she'll probably most likely join in with the hangouts as well. But she did say that she's a lurker. 你知道吗?
A lurker?
对啊，我不知道怎么讲。偷偷摸摸? Kind of, yeah, 偷偷摸摸. It's like a sneaky, so not a sneaky, but like it's a person who listens to our podcast but doesn't say hi.
潜水.
It's like
dive.
对啊 yeah, but yeah.
我们中文是说潜水
diving, yeah.
就是他 diver 对，就是他就是来看文章，他很喜欢你，然后都会看你的文章，看你的影片，但是他就是会比较安静。
Yeah, there's always anything.
就是潜水。
I'll just watch you from here.
对。
Yeah. No. Yeah. And she said she was lurking. I do that as well sometimes. I've done that with my game ago. I've only spoken like once or twice.
我也是啊。
Yeah.
To read, to meet the fam.
Yeah, you just lurk.
大家都是啊。
Just hang back and listen.
就是害羞啊，不知道说什么。
Yeah, that's fine.
就是支持。
That's fine. We love it, obviously, if people come forward and say hi. I mean, you obviously don't have to do group lessons or lessons with us or even whatever. But come and say hi. We like it. It's nice. Just say hi. Hi, I'm here. I was Duncan again for a second there.
为什么？
That's like a go-to voice, isn't it? Yeah. So thank you very much, Bessie. Thank you very much, Elsa, for joining. We very much appreciate it.
很希望赶快看到你们哦。
Yeah, and all of our patrons in general. Thank you very much. We love and cherish you all.
好想大家哦。
对呀
，2个礼拜了。
One-handed clap.
什么东西？
That's how you do a one-handed clap, right? That was a question, isn't it? That's a question. What is the sound of a one-handed clap?
你的为什么这么大声呢？
That's the sound of a one-handed clap. Do it loud.
好大声哦！
Look at you. I think you got to come further on the. Is that loud? I don't think it's loud.
It's quite loud.
Wow, this
他们听不到我
is entertaining 广播. This is definitely an informative 广播.
啊，你试试看啊 ！Try one hand clap.
Just like
我的是没有声音哎。
If you had to.
I have no sounds at all.
You don't at all, do you? 没有声音.
Okay, 好。
That's how if we had to clap. If I had one hand had to be amputated, that's how do you know what I mean? Like, yes!
好弱
I love you!
好难过
That's sad, isn't it?
That's so sad. That's so sad.
Oh dear. Okay, well, let's move away from the one-handed clap and move on to our adventure. 所以今天我们会告诉你我们做什么，我们做了什么 in
今天吗？还是在英国
Not today, 英国, yeah. We'll tell you some of our adventures. And we had some adventures, which is good because it gives us something to talk about for a little while. Over the next few podcasts, I'm sure we'll be talking about some of the things, the dongxi that we did and reflected on. And I think England was a good time, 时间 to reflect on 生活, on life, on our life, and 我们的生活的状况.
对。
And to really think about what do we want, not just out of our lives, 我们的生活, but also 我们的孩子的生活.
对啊，品质 the quality
of it, right? Yeah, of their life. And I think that was one of the first things you said when you arrived in England. And this is the second time you've been to England, right?
对
Ever?
是
Yeah.
2次
So you've spent 9 months and a week
对
in England, roughly about 9.5 months plus
对啊
a week.
我们结婚快要5年，结果我才去英国9个月。
Yeah.
其他时间都在台湾。
Married 5 years, and the rest of the time we've been in obviously in Taiwan, and we knew each other before marriage, but married for 5 years, and you know, England for 9 months, just over 9 months.
好短哦。
Yeah, short time, but you know that's 我们的选择，就是我们的选择。So we did it, and we decided to come here and live here for a little while, and maybe it's time we go over there and live for a little while just to even things out.
你是说对家人来说吗？因为对我的家人来说，他们已经认识你4年了。 I've known you for 4 years.
Yeah. Longer.
但是你的家人还没有对我或是对孩子们有认识的感觉。
Yeah, and this is the problem, isn't it? And that's one of the things that we talk about. That goes quite deep. Is that knowing the kids and your family have grown up with us, with the family, with our new family, and 我们的孩子, 我们的新的孩子, and they know them all and they've watched them grow up. I mean, Kyrie came here when she was 9-10 months old, so they've known her since before she could think. She
那时候
yeah
都还不会走路啊。
Before she could walk, yeah. And she doesn't remember seeing my family when she was so small. They were there when she was a little baby, but she won't remember them.
对，他们认识Carrie 认识你的家人的时候，就是看照片嘛。
Yeah,
就是说我跟他讲说，这是 Grandpa， 这是 Nanny， 这是姑姑。对啊。
Yeah, and
对，还有打电话的时候。
对啊。And so that definitely gave us food for thought. I think was the time we spent there, and it definitely made me think twice about it because I'm not a big fan of England. I'm not a big fan of it.
哪方面 Which side?
Of going back there, I'm not a big.
Okay.
I was never a big supporter of yeah, let's go live in England. No, we have to. We have to. I've never been like that.
真的吗？
为什么你说真的吗？你知道 Like we've had to have I've fought you on wanting to go back to England before.
可是你回英国的时候，你就跟我讲说，这就是英国。来就是很 fresh 很新鲜的空气。
I'll tell you why it is, because if you live in Taiwan, 如果你住在台湾 like 很久 and over the last several years I've lived here, all I've known for the last several years is polluted air.
Yeah.
And you get used to it. So when you first move here, you're like, what is that? Like, oh, that air that's not very nice. Like, what is that? And then you go out and you try and visit some scenic places, but they're never really, because it's always Uran. No matter where you go in Taiwan, there is pollution and lots of cars and lots of people, and there's no like very free, empty, in my opinion, open, very free places. It's all very touristy, very busy all the time. And
对，就算有那个地方 even though we have that place, 还是很多人，因为就是有很多的游客嘛，他们想要去玩。
Yeah, there's I mean, for the same reason, because, women 有很多污染，所以他们要 escape to the shan or whatever it is, maybe the Ali Shan or wherever the mountains you want to go to.
大雪山
So
清境农场
everybody wants to go there, right? Because to get away from the pollution, and they think, oh, I'll get away from everybody else, but they won't. They're going where everybody else is going. Everyone has that same idea.
当然
One of the reasons is because Taiwan 很小。
对啊
it's a smallish island, it's bigger than a lot of islands, but it's
是真的很小啊
it's pretty small.
我们就只有这样子而已英国是一个盘子
Well, I mean, like
plate, 我们是一粒米
Yeah, no, I mean, England's bigger, so there's a lot of places that, I mean, and we're not overpopulated, so yet, so there's a lot of places you can go.
对，还有山啊，很多草地啊
Lots of fields and walks and forests.
对，当然
And generally the air is very good. Like there was a population level of 1. Do you remember I got the app up? And there was a measurement of 1.
No, 真的吗？有吗？
Yeah.
只有一个人
No, not
population.
Not population. There's a pollution level.
Oh, pollution level.
Yeah, what's it called?
Oh, 不好意思
Renko, sorry, but the pollution level of 1.
对
You know what I mean? Where it goes up to in the hundreds and into red. You know what I mean? When you're 150 something's red and you're going to die.
对，通常在台中就是
Yeah, 台中
红色的污染
对啊
标对
That's the problem. So that was my thought. It was that it's just I hadn't been back for several years to the UK, and when I got there, it was kind of like I wasn't used to fresh air anymore. I forgot what it was like
真的
to inhale air without someone's exhaust going up my nose holes. So that's why this is so good.
只是我觉得我真正的吸到英国空气是第一天早上，就是我们睡在姐姐的房间嘛，
Yeah.
然后我早上一起来把窗户打开，我闻到的都是树 还有那种大自然的味道。因为 the first day we landed in England， 我的鼻子真是很干，超级干，因为 in the air for 20 hours， they were so dry， 我真的闻不到什么东西。但是我是真的 like that day that morning impressed me， 让我觉得这才是真正的空气。对啊
We both experienced it, and that's a lovely thing to do. I mean, there are a lot of things that I still feel about England that I don't like still. But then the experience we had the second time we went, this time that we went, recently, was better.
不一样，对，我也是这么觉得。
Yeah, I think it's better. I mean, we went under different circumstances. There was, it was just better. Yeah, there's a lot of different circumstances, and the people we met, the area we're in was good, and all the people we met were very friendly, and they wanted
跟你说早安。
Yeah, and have a laugh with me at the till or whatever it is, have a joke, and they'll say hi, 早 whatever.
对啊，你今天怎么样啊？你从台湾来，你是不是要回去？他们都问你这些问题。
Yeah,
很可爱。
Oh, this is at the shop, was it? The woman?
在那个 M&S 对。
Is it M&S?
对啊。
Because there was a woman also at like Superdrug or Boots or something. She was also saying, "Where are you guys heading back to? Are you? Oh, wow, okay. Oh, M&S, yeah, the garage thing. Yeah, she was like, "Where are you guys from? Oh, really? Okay, yeah, you going back?"
非常的就是非常的，就感觉好像朋友一样。
Yeah, it's like friend.
对。
It's just weird. It's just like 很奇怪的感觉 because 在台湾我们没有这个东西 like you don't get people do that. People don't do that.
我只有一次 only once in our 4 years 就是在那个加油站，我不知道你记不记得，在一个加油站，然后它是我们上一个家，我们在那个加油站里面，他就说 Welcome to Taiwan， 你还记得吗？我不记得了。That's the lady in the petrol station。
不是奇怪吗？疯狂吗？
他嘛，可是我觉得他是就是好人，他就是个
just a nice person，
就是一个很好的一个一个很好的人。他说 Welcome to Taiwan， just before we drove the way。
All right，
就那一次，just
one time。Yeah， I mean it's interesting. So I mean obviously like the it happens. It's very few and far between. That's the thing, right? Very few times. But when we're in England consistently, we would go for walks. We had a walk on a number of days. And wherever we would go, people would pass you and go, hey, morning. Afternoon, good afternoon.
而且他们都是笑笑的。
Yeah, and I smile at you and say as you walk past. And
比较在台湾比较少看到，大家都很忙，就是只是会觉得我走路就是走路。
I think， 但是我上这个 behavior 是就是自私的 ，it's the selfish behavior。
我是很害羞啊。
I don't think it's shy. I think it's selfish. But so that has a good thing. There are good things about that behavior and bad things. Like the good thing is people don't get involved in your life.
对。
But the bad thing is that people don't get involved in your life.
不对，应该是不理，比较没有那么的友善啦。
Yeah,
not like, so friendly.
Because I mean, not like so. I say that, but like the Linju, they will get involved in your life. And they're not involved. They're not invited to get involved in your life, but they will. But then if you go outside of your street, they won't bother getting involved in your life at all. They won't look at you, talk to you, say hello, nothing. They just walk past, which is good in one way because maybe you don't want people to get involved in your life.
Yeah.
But maybe you're in a dark place and you'd like someone to smile at you and say, hey, good morning. Even if it's just innocent, they're just walking past. Like they're not going to like, hi, good morning. Touch me. It's just an innocent like morning and they walk past. That's just it makes your day a little bit better.
当然
When it, 如果他们说早安
你好啊
Yeah, like if you go into a 7-Eleven now or a 10-yen or something like that, they're 欢迎来的 they don't mean that. If you got to a till and they were like, how are you doing? Are you right? Oh, good. Okay. Yes. Is this everything you like today, or do you know?
除非你是来熟客，就是 the customer that go there every day， 他们是真的知道你。
Yeah.
Unless you are that kind of customer， 但是其他就是比较不会。
Yeah.
对啊，真的比较少。
Yeah, it's interesting. So the behavior, the Wanhua is just different, totally different. And I think this time we got a nice mix of it. Like we got a truer England than when we went there the first time. Do you know what I mean? 你知道我意思吗？
其实我不太会 compare， 因为 the first time I went there, I wasn't conscious. I was in my bubble. Like, 这是英国 ，OK?
Oh my God, where am I? What do we all do? What does it all mean? What does that say?
对啊
Why?
所有东西都是很新，然后其实也没有待很长一段时间，就算那9个月，我还是不敢要袋子。I didn't even shy. I was even shy to ask for a bag.
Yeah.
所以我就是一个不知道为什么我在英国的状况。
No, I get it. And
第一次，但是第二次，因为已经语言已经比较好了，然后你其实也已经经历过很多事情 ，after experience certain things， 你会觉得其实没有什么，就是这就是一个国家，对。然后但是开始人们对你非常好的时候，开始跟你 say hello， 开始问你一些问题，and then you're able to you know communicate with your family， 这是一个我觉得这个经验很好，对我来说啦，就是我真的觉得我有在英国。
So how did you find that like in regards to communication with 我的家人？
就比较有自信啊。
Okay。
就比较也听得懂他们说什么。
Oh, did you?
而且也比较会说 What do you mean by saying this word? What does that word mean? 然后你的姐姐、你的妈妈就会解释给我听。那这就是这个意思。
Yeah. They'll explain the meaning.
对，他们会。
So you feel less like you felt this time less like 紧绷。
对。
Than
比较不会那么紧绷。
Yeah, to sort of say 什么意思？
对。
Yeah.
真的就是有差啦，有差。虽然我不在英国，但是因为每天跟你就是讲英文，用就是相处，所以我就会比较敢问，也会比较会想要问说你在讲什么啊，或者是会 to ask questions first.
Yeah.
对啊。
Yeah, it's interesting.
怎么
？A little red thing on your neck there. 不是草莓，这是
不知道。
It's like a rash. Ow, it's electrocuted me. Yeah, okay. So you felt a bit more 舒服 this time.
比较舒服。
With speaking, because I remember last time you were very much like 你的妈妈的腔是很难 to understand.
对。
Because she's much more local than I am. Obviously.
当然。More local than I am.
More local than you are. Yeah, my sister as well has quite a strong accent. From where she's from.
可是很奇怪，我现在就觉得她很 neutral.
Yeah, we're from the area of the country where we have kind of a neutral accent, but she still has a strong neutral accent, if you know what I mean. Like she generally misses T's, do you know what I mean? She'll abbreviate things and, you know, like, you know what I mean?
我懂。但是第一次我会觉得他的腔真的很重，妈妈的腔也很重。你的爸爸就不用说，因为爸爸都用很难的字。
Yeah, that's different. So you understand? Do you understand what my dad's saying? But just because he uses complicated words.
对。所以第二次我就觉得，其实妈妈姐姐的腔都还好。
Okay.
对我来说是还好。所以我觉得我也不知道为什么会有那个 improvement. I don't know where that improvement from. 但是就是我觉得第二次的我还蛮有。自信。
我知道你的进步从哪里来。哇，
就是你，但是你跟姐姐的腔还是不一样。
Yeah，
对，还是不一样。
Yeah，
她还是比较重。
Yeah, well, because she lives there. I live here, and most of my friends now are American. So I speak to a lot of. I hear it every day.
但是就是很奇怪的地方啊！如果你现在都是听到都是从美国朋友这边来的腔，但是你会发现，英国家人的腔其实也还好，就是很奇怪，因为你没有很常在听到，因为我是听你的腔嘛，对不对？
Yeah.
所以现在如果听到姐姐、妈妈、爸爸的腔，就觉得还好就会觉得其实也没有很难。It's not as difficult as last time.
你像他们的腔是不一样，他们跟我的腔是不一样吗？
对啊，对啊，姐姐的还蛮重的，妈妈也蛮重的。
Yeah. But that's because they live there, so every day they're using it. But Emily would use a lot of slang and more, you know.
对
that kind of stuff.
对，那个我还是会 miss 掉，我还是没办法。
Yeah.
但是我还是听得懂他大概故事的 80% 在讲什么。
But like when me and Emily were speaking to each other in the car, for example.
没办法。他们两个好像外星人一样。
Yeah, aliens, right?
对啊。
Yeah.
太多了啦，就是太多那种惯用语。
太快。
而且也太快。
Just yeah. I get it. I totally get that.
对啊。
Yeah, that's interesting though. Okay. So, So yeah, it gave us a good time to reflect. And I really appreciated the reflection.
对。
I think we needed some time to reflect. And although we missed the children,
对啊。
and we still miss the children because we're in quarantine now.
对。
We had that time to reflect without them, which was good. So it wasn't so always in our faces.
对。
And we had fresh air and beautiful countryside to reflect. And one of the moments, I think for me, I had several moments in England actually. Those moments that you get, you know.
好的。我有2个。你先说。
You had 2 moments. Okay. Yeah. So I had a few. One of them was working in the garden in the morning.
一样，这是我第一个。
Yeah. So we just 解释这个故事 is I think on the first day or second day, I can't remember
第一天早上。
time doesn't matter. We woke up on one of the mornings when we got there, or
2点
like the second day we got there or something.
我们2点起床。
Was it? Yeah, we woke up on the second day. Was it the second day?
没有2点。
Oh, was it 2 o'clock? Oh, in the morning.
对。
Oh, right. That's because so we went. It was very confused. We took the flight on 星期五 and then
星期五晚上，对。
Yeah, at 11:30 in the evening.
这是台湾的晚上。
Yeah, right. Taiwan evening in like 11点半。And then we flew across to another country, but it was going back in time.
对。
Because we were flying that way.
还是晚上。
Yeah, so it was, but it was like evening again.
对。
By the time we got there, and then we arrived in the morning or the early afternoon or something, like 12 o'clock was it?
In England, 对。
Yeah, 1 o'clock in England.
对。
So our bodies, after like 20 hours of time travel, we were like.
这现在到底几点啊？
Yeah, we had like no idea what was going. So
然后我还问他说今天星期几？
Right, yeah, right. We didn't know.
对啊。
We didn't know, and so we went to bed pretty much when we got in. We got into Emily's, I think, about 3 o'clock. We went to bed, right?
对，3点。
At like 3 o'clock.
Afternoon.
4 o'clock, yeah. And then we woke up early in the England time morning.
对。
Right, which would have been
早上2点。
our normal morning.
对。
And then we thought, okay, let's go do some work, right? Do some Mandarin Monkey work. So I did some coding, and Yula was doing some lesson plans and stuff. Baker, huh?
我在看书。
Really?
还有 taking nap.
Oh, okay, cheating.
太累了。
Oh, okay.
没办法，你很厉害，我没办法。我第一天还是在。
Yeah, but the point was we came downstairs and we sat out in the back garden, my sister's back garden, at about 4 o'clock in the morning, I think 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and we got a cup of cappuccino each or a cup of tea,
对。
and just sat, and it was quite warm for us. It was just like comfortable,
舒服。
and we just sat,
很凉。
yeah, back in the back garden. It wasn't raining. It wasn't whatever, and the sun came up and this kind of stuff behind the clouds, and
好舒服。
we looked out. Out of the thing, there's a field and this kind of stuff near a house, and it was just really relaxing and
很放
just
松，
like
很舒服。
I like this. Like this is a nice feeling, and it's a feeling that we hadn't had for a very long time.
对啊，对啊。
A place to go and relax, or a garden, or just cool weather.
对，而且是自己的家，就是一个很容易就到达的地方。
Right. And I think that was one of the first things you said to me as well. You said like, I really like this, and you were talking about this as a great place for the kids to come and play here, and
对啊。
imagine just sitting on the thing doing some work, and they can play on the swings or do whatever,
对啊。
play around in the garden with the nice air, and it's not hot and it's not cold, and you're fine, and yeah. Yeah, I think we both connected with that moment
对啊。
as well, and for me also. I think your second one was the cow, was it?
不是，
Was it? Oh, no.
是最后一天，是第二次。
Okay.
第二次那个有马的地方，我们不是在那边摸很那个马吗？
Yeah. Oh, the horse.
对啊
Okay.
That place.
The White Waltham St. Lawrence.
不知道
Yeah, Waltham St. Lawrence. Yeah, we went for a lovely walk on like the second to last day.
对
Or the last day. Did we go?
Second to last day.
Second to last day, yeah. We went out. My mum took us on a great walk, a lovely walk in this place called White Waltham, Waltham St. Lawrence, one of the two, 忘记了。但是Yula 觉得他喜欢看羊，you know, like wild young and
牛还有马
and ma and that was a lovely walk. It really was a lovely walk, wasn't it? Like we saw a little gardens allotments with pumpkin angua.
好棒哦
And all these different like
苹果对红萝卜 很多不一样的菜
There are lots of different vegetables growing in these allotments and this kind of stuff. Walk past and
好可爱
this big field, and in one of these big fields, it looked like the Shire from the Lord of the Rings. And I got my phone and I put on Concerning Hobbits that dun 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 da da da. It was, and for me, obviously, Mum and Yula would just laugh because it was fun. It was great for them, but for me, it was
很好玩
It was a great moment in a way because I was like, that is kind of my peaceful place.
对
And when I had therapy before, that was a safe, like one of the things that she said, you know, think of a song, get a song in your head and go to like a safe place, like a relaxing place in your head. And the relaxing place in my head was always the Shire from Lord of the Rings. Like it's a really like a rural country
对
town.
没有人的地方很少人的地方
but just really peaceful and people getting on with their like little their lives, doing their little things and whatever, and these rolling green hills and you know and blue sky and then we got there and we walked into a place where there was rolling green hills and a blue sky and I was like, oh, this is nice. Like, this is nice. I can't get this other places that this is not, you know.
可是感觉就是很像你可能一个礼拜你可以去2次3次的感觉
Yeah.
对，就是不是一个很远的地方
Yeah.
就是你可以开车5分钟我就可以到这个地方，然后我可能今天很累工作很多或是假日的时候
Yeah.
你就可以带着你的孩子去玩啊去跑啊
Yeah.
然后你都不用说 Stop the car 小心有车
Yeah.
就什么都不用担心，你就只是想要享受，你只要沉浸在那个环境就好了
Right, yeah.
对
And I actually think that place would be somewhere I would go on my own to walk. Like I would happily park up on that gate and what?
Okay.
No, I just understand what the 感觉是不一样 is walk through that, you know, if you're stressed or you're worried or you're anxious about something or you're sad about something, I think doing that walk, like going through the sheep, seeing the sheep all, you know, trotting about and then going to sit by a big tree, look out onto the lake.
你就觉得其实没有什么
It's just,
Like all the stress just gone.
yeah, it's such a relaxing place. And that's, you know, and so on the way back, we did this walk and we saw these sheep and we put a video up, I think, of it. I'm not sure whether it's on Instagram or whether you just put it on the Hangout group. Bizarre. Is it on Instagram?
Hangout group.
Hangout group. Okay, maybe we'll put it up on the Instagram.
忘记了
But it's in the Hangout group, the WhatsApp group. Okay.
Yeah.
But so we chased some sheep. We didn't chase them. We just tried to pet them, but they weren't interested. Some of them were looking at me like, 我生气了，你要什么？你懂吗？你要懂？我
就只是很安静的走在他们旁边
Yeah.
好可爱哦
They're cute.
而且没有味道
I know.
好奇为什么他们没有羊的味道都没有就是不会觉得很臭
They're clean.
对呀
Well, there's a lake there. Maybe they jump in and
你怎么知道它干不干净但是我就是觉得没有像我们去 farm 去农场那样子看到羊就是
that's a farm.
很臭
That's a farm though.
对
That's different.
但是就是这种很大自然的环境你就觉得他们没味道然后就是很干净然后很 peace 很和平的感觉
Okay, but I mean when the horse shat,
Yeah.
you could smell that.
可是那个是新鲜的That's fresh.
Right near our face.
对
But it's because they're wild, you know, they're wild in a sense. So they're wild in a sense. They live freely amongst all these fields. So it's not like, you know, they're trapped in a farmhouse where all of their poo is 大便 is on the floor.
对啊
But
to me 我会觉得 what I expected was 就是他们会有味道
yeah.
还是会有羊大便的味道，就是但是都没有。
而且你吃了羊肉。
我以为你要说我吃了羊大便。
No.
我才没有。
羊肉。For the roast dinner, you had it before and you're like, oh, this is okay actually because it didn't smell so bad.
对啊
It didn't smell like armpits. You said it didn't smell like.
但是 to be fair 在台湾他们真的是用不一样的 spices to cook， 所以他们会让我觉得
Well, they prepare them in a totally different way here.
对，因为妈妈做的是 roast dinner type， 所以我就觉得我应该可以试试看。而且他拿出来的时候，那个热腾腾的羊肉，他拿出来的时候，其实是我闻不到东西。So I wanted to try， 就是我觉得没有味道，应该可以。真的很好吃啊
Yes, 好吃。Did you tell the little sheep though when you were looking at them?
没有。
所以你吃了你的阿妈。
我只有这么一小块肉，就这样一点点而已。
That was a really nice dinner actually, that roast dinner. But yeah, that walk and then on the way back, because we had to walk through this old, I'm not sure what it was, like, I don't know, garden with tunnels and brick tunnels, the tiny one your size, and then over these styes and stuff. And then on the way we saw a horse. And this horse saw us and it came over.
对啊，好可爱。
Actually, it had a poo first and then it came over. And it let us stroke it, which was lovely. It was really nice.
而且好多苍蝇 flies around him.
Oh, yeah. So that was one of your moments?
是那个地方。
Okay, 解释。I thought that horse, you were saying that horse.
不是那只马
What was the place then? What specific
那个地方
The whole place?
对
Was there any particular moment that was like 重要 to you?
我觉得我的 moment 是因为我喜欢边走然后边看东西，就比如说我会看到 crab apple， 我会认识到什么是 crab apple， 我会看到acorn 还是 acorn
an acorn yeah
我看到了 acorn
Where is it
不见了不知道跑去哪里
That was your only like souvenir from England
对啊我把它放进我口袋
Apart from me I'm a souvenir from England
对 You're the best one
Thanks peeps
然后我就放进我的口袋但它不见了所以我就喜欢就是边看然后边发现这个有这个那里有那个就觉得很好奇
Is that a pumpkin? Is that a pumpkin? Real one? Yeah
对啊而且我们看到那个 pumpkin 我以为它是假的
Yeah, no, I thought so too. I thought it was like a little statue or something. It's not. It was real, yeah.
然后妈妈就说这是真的
真的 yeah.
然后我就说是真的
Yeah, and then you said, okay, 现在 we're going to grow some 南瓜 in our garden, right?
因为太可爱了
对啊
它这么大一个南瓜就在地上然后你就觉得好可爱然后万圣节的时候你就可以是不是英国有一个地方还是美国忘记了我是看一个 YouTube 的 channel 他们去到一个很大的地方你可以自己去捡南瓜是吗
Pumpkin patches
是不是
like you can go and pick them
对你可以就把它捡回家然后自己画脸啊那些的有吗
Yeah
在英国
we have them yeah but I'm sure the States have them too yeah
我很想要去那个地方
You want to go there?
我想要去看满满的南瓜
You want to go strawberry picking with us as well I reckon that'd be a good shout In the winter strawberry picking
冬天吗
Yeah I think so and then you go you go and pick you just go into a big strawberry farm and you get a basket they give you a basket and say fill that up and that's £5 or whatever and you go and fill your basket up as much as you can
好便宜
and then they say that's £5 and then you take them home
比台湾便宜耶
Yeah of course Well, you discovered as well, like in England, like the strawberries are way cheaper and cherries and fruit in general.
Frozen berries that shocked me. 一包只要2磅
Yeah, £2.
大概80块钱吧。在台湾的草莓要8磅
You're gonna, yeah.
8 pounds for 这么小的
So yeah, little bowl.
很小，大概只有10颗吧，10颗草莓8磅。
Yeah, it's crazy.
不吃。
But you know, there you go. So that was what? Okay, so you had a moment. You had 2 moments there. You had one in the garden, one in the walk. So basically, nature gives you moments, right? And I think me too. I get that as well. I certainly didn't have any like family moment. I did have one, I think, at my grandma's house. But that was a different kind of reflection, different kind of moment. That was just kind of like, I don't know, that was such a mixed emotion for me. Like 特别的心情 because I feel bad, but it's also funny. And I'm glad, like I'm grateful that I got to see my grandma as well. She's 91 and she has dementia, and some of her stories are really funny. Some of the things she talks about are really funny at this sort of stage in her dementia, and we obviously play along with the stories. I don't want to, we don't want to confuse her or anything like that. So we play along. Did you 听得懂她吗？
我听得懂。
真的？I know she mumbles a bit, obviously, but like
大部分的故事啦，
Yeah,
我知道她在讲什么。我最喜欢的是两只龙的故事。
Yeah, the dragon story.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, don't touch those dragons. So there are two ornamental dragons, like Chinese dragons. I think.
对，他们真的就像中国的龙，
yeah.
然后龙的下面有钱，对不对？
It had money underneath.
然后你就要去摸，你爸爸叫你去摸它，
Yeah.
然后你就说为什么？
No, yeah, grandma said, yeah, don't touch that.
对，但是你爸爸要你去摸。
Yeah, because he wanted to trigger the story.
对，
Yeah.
对，然后你就要去摸，然后 grandma 说不行，不可以碰。为什么？
不可以 And I said, why? And she said, well, because it's a con. I went, what do you mean? If you touch that statue, it's a con. I said, what do you mean, grandma? And she said, well, if you touch that statue, it will cost me, they'll send me a letter. It'll cost me £6 a week.
对。
For something or other. I'm not quite sure what it is. It'll cost me £6. They'll send me a bill for £6 a week if you touch that. What do you mean, grandma? Like underneath there's like £40 something to pay the cleaner.
对。
Don't touch it. But there's money underneath. You can pay the bill with the money. No, don't do it. It's a con. What? And
而且他的脸是很认真的脸。
对呀，那他
们是没有，他是没有在开玩笑的哦。
No, she wasn't joking.
所以我就觉得好可爱哦。
Yeah,
太可爱了。
I said, Grandma, 你害怕吗？为什么我别害怕？病毒 She went, no, I ticked the box that said, no, I'm not going to have it. I said, what do you mean? She goes, no, they gave me the list. Do you want it? Nope. Ticked it. I'm not going to have it. Thanks very much. Gave it back.
哦，那个也好好笑。
I opted out. She opted out of getting COVID-19. So that's good.
对，好可爱。
对呀。
我最喜欢，对。
So it was kind of like, it was mixed feeling for me because I was obviously, she's getting on now and it might be the last time I see her, which is sad, but I'm glad it was a happy moment.
我也是，我觉得我看到你的，我说阿嬷好了，因为我都讲阿嬷。我觉得我看到你的阿嬷是开心的，是她就是活在自己的世界。
Yeah.
然后她的家人就是你的爸爸跟你也是一样啊，就是你们都很棒，就是你们也不会去跟他讲说 no， 这是不是对的？就是你会 continue 或是你会 carry on the story and just let her finish.
Yeah.
我觉得这个很棒，很可爱。
I don't know whether I still don't know whether she's joking. She's got one of those. She's quite smart, my grandma, but she doesn't. I don't know whether she said to me yesterday on the phone, the video on the call, you're smaller than the last time I saw you. Right, which would be a joke because I was on a phone. And I'm a little picture. And then she go, oh, you're smaller than the last time I saw you. Yeah, because I'm on a phone, but I didn't know whether that was dementia or whether she was joking.
应该是他眼睛不好啦，
Yeah.
他以为那是真的你。
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think she would have believed that. I don't know, but she did just say some funny things. She met the Queen or something the other day. She said, and her doctor's run off with his receptionist, and she saw them. She hasn't left the apartment, but she saw them running away together down the street to Australia and all this kind of stuff.
好可爱哦，我好喜欢他的故事哦。
Yeah, she's a carpenter now. Apparently, she made the table.
对。而且他在讲那些故事的时候是真的，他发自内心的说，
对，
他不是在就像你说的，我们也不知道他是不是在开玩笑，
对啊，
但是他的脸就是
serious. It looks serious.
这是我的故事。
Yeah, but that's also kind of British humor in a way.
对啊。
Do you know what I mean? Like this, but I don't know.
但他也没有笑就是他也没有就是真的有一个哈哈哈 ，this is just a joke 的那种笑。
I think some of the things that, I mean, like the long thing was, I think she's being serious about. She really thinks she's going to get fined if I touch the dragons. But yeah, so we went there. We saw my grandma, which was quite nice. I kind of got sick on that day actually because of I don't know, coffee, my stomach problem,
motion sickness,
brownie, bizarre.
爸爸开车很可怕。
对啊, I got sick for some reason, so that was a bit of a bad day. But
不过很开心看到你的阿妈，我觉得很棒。
Yeah, that was nice.
对啊，
that was nice. And then the next day, I think we went off to do the second COVID test, which was 不一样。
对，后来我们发现，其实我们不用做。
对啊，
我们只要去 NHS 就好了，免费的就好了。可是我觉得这是 airline 的错，因为他们讲的不一样。So anyway， 我们去了伦敦 ，right？ 我们就花了300英镑的钱。
£300 on the credit card, by the way, to get a second COVID test we didn't know we had to have. So we already paid £300 for the first one. £300?
差不多。
400.
比300多。
Is it? Yeah, it's about 300 for the first one.
对。
And then we thought, okay, that's us done. But then we got to the airport. They said, oh, no, you need another one on the way back. Okay, fine. So I called the NHS and said, do you do tests? Yes. Do you do certificates? No. We just text you. Okay, so the airline said they don't accept text. You'll have to get a certificate.
第一次再从台湾到 Dubai 的那个 Emirate recruitment 他们说不行。
Yeah, 不行。
对。
But actually, when we got to the Heathrow airport, they said, oh, yeah, no, text fine.
对啊。
You just print the text or whatever, the email, and then or text message, and that's fine. And it's free, by the way. NHS is free. We could have got it for free. Eula had her visa, so she could have got it free. We spent £300. Yay! Yes! Like $400 or $500 on another test. So we did that.
好烦哦。
但是没有痛 this time.
我会说不是没有痛，没有痛，好，没有痛，但是就是比较没有那么不舒服。对啊
I think it was less uncomfortable than the first one.
因为第一次他们是真的把东西整个放进去 like deep,
so deep.
好深啊。然后但是第二次在伦敦的那个，它其实是先用喉咙嘛，它就是在你的喉咙的边缘，会让你的那个地方，让你就是先搓一搓，然后再把一样的东西放进你的鼻子里面。And before she did that， 我说确定吗？真的吗？这个不是在我喉咙里面吗？他说对，是真的，所以我就让他做。但是他没有做的，他没有很深就只是在我会说这边而已，就是差不多眼睛的下面这边而已。
Yeah, it wasn't very deep.
对
It was nowhere near as deep as that.
没有
Yeah, so throat first and then back of the nose, but not like...
他没有转弯。
I cried immediately in Taiwan.
对
I mean, the eyes water just...
真的
My face is like...
对一样
Like, this is so uncomfortable. Get it out of my face.
对
But in England, I was kind of like, oh, okay, that's not... I mean, I gagged a bit with the throat. I was like, okay, that's all right. And then I thought, oh, shit, this is going to go real far back again. Here we go. But then she just, like, oh, that's all right. That's okay. That's not that bad.
而且我看到那个棒子，那个棉花棒的时候 ，the cotton bud，
Yeah.
它很粗
It's big, right?
It was
thick,
so thick. 然后我就觉得完蛋了。She's gonna go deep， 但是没有，它就停在这边了，然后就开始整。
对呀。That's what was good about it.
对啊
that was what was good about it.
所以还好啦。
But we had it anyway, and then I got my results first, and then you got yours like a day after me.
对
It was like delayed because of it was a wrong email.
对啊
But we phoned up, we got it sorted, and you look at our results, and we both got negative COVID.
安全健康，
对呀。
没有 COVID， 没有。
We also had a meeting at my sister's office. That was kind of like just me. I had to go and do some app stuff.
对，还蛮有压力的，还蛮紧绷的。
Yeah, and then you were in there for a little while with Jane and Emily. Oh, just Emily.
不过我觉得他们还蛮好的。Jane 是就是我看过他嘛，我还记得他，然后我们就聊了一些，就是来台湾啊，他就问我说：“你这一次来英国怎么样？”然后台湾现在怎么样？就是我们就是聊 pandemic more。对啊。
So were you worried? I mean, I asked you this a few times when we were in England about the Bingdu and about the pandemic. About the fear about going to England, how scared you were before you went.
好害怕
Yeah, and you were really scared about going, right? Because of the Bingdu. But how do you feel now you have been there and been tested both ways, negative, and you've seen the people,
对
and you've seen the space and whatever else, and how do you feel about it?
我觉得是地区It's about area, district. 因为我们住的那个地方其实比较 南边一点。
Yeah,
it's in the south. In the south.
In the south.
In the south. 所以很多 countryside， 很多乡村的地方。
对啊。
所以人没有很多，
很少的人口，
很少，所以我们只有去商店的时候会戴口罩，就是去比如说 Tesco 去
If you're in a shop,
超市的时候一定要戴，他们会要你戴口罩，然后每一个店的外面一定都会有洗手，就是会有那个酒精让你洗手的地方，对，所以我还觉得蛮安心的，但是如果我们去伦敦，你问我要不要去哪里，我就说不要，太多人了。就是我觉得地区的关系让我觉得安全很多。但是如果要到伦敦，要到比较北方一点的地方，我就会很害怕，我会很紧张。
Okay, so but if we were to go back in that sort of area, that would be okay.
我觉得可以
you feel a bit more safer. I mean, if you look in the parks, 我们的公园很多的孩子，对不对？
我们不去。
很多的家人，
很多人，
他们不管。
可是我觉得那个也很危险。Like even to me, that was dangerous. 因为很多人，你也不是，而且是小朋友，就是学校嘛，每天他们要接触到的朋友、同学都很多。所以我那时候也觉得不要去那个公园。Don't go where.
Don't go there, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my fears were relaxed a little bit from where they were, from the media point of view, was like, oh my God, everyone's dying, panic, wear a hazmat suit, death, to less than that. I was like, okay, there's a lot of space between people when you're walking, like there's not huge crowded busy streets where we were. It's just kind of very much a lot of space, a lot of air. You know, when you go into a shop, you wear a mask, you wash your hands. There was, do you know what I mean? There was a lot of that. So,
但是我觉得啦
it made me,
on that, when we went to the town in Basingstoke, 就是我们去到那个街上的时候，我还是会看到有些人会戴口罩，或者是我们会选择不要去那么多人的地方。
对，
就是大家还是有那个 social distancing 的 concept 的一个观念想法。但是我真的觉得就是 population 人口比较少一点点，所以我会觉得还蛮安全的。
Yeah, feel safer, right?
就是一个很好的地区啊。
Yeah. So I mean that's good. I mean, and I think it's just going to get better. I hope in everywhere. Not just in Taiwan, but everywhere it's going to get better. So I mean, I don't know what we came away with. 我们的感觉是 perhaps 不一样now. From about moving there. I mean, we have 2.5 years on your visa.
可是我觉得我们回英国这不是选择，这是一定要做。不然的话，我第二次的签证就没办法 pass， 就没办法通过。
Yeah.
对啊，所以
So I mean, there's a few hurdles we've got to get over. Sell the house, get the cash, and then find somewhere else to stay, whether rent or buy or whatever, and get Mandarin Monkey to a point where it can support that decision. And obviously, first things first is pay off the debt for the visa trip first, because that's gonna hurt for a little bit.
而且明年姐姐要结婚，我们要飞去 Cyprus。
Oh yeah.
那又是另外一个 debt.
Yeah, we'll be back in it. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can save a bit of money before then.
对啊，加油。
Yeah.
加油。
Other than that, I mean, we came, we had a lot of reflective stuff and some beautiful moments, I think, and some lovely fresh air, and I really appreciated it. And even though it was too short, if I'm honest, but, and I loved when I had to meet, the父母.
对啊。
But unfortunately not. Maybe next time. We had a bad first flight back to Dubai. When someone last minute booked the seat next to us, so we couldn't rest.
好巧，
很烦，
而且后面超空的。
Yeah, it's free. Yeah.
然后他没有选那里哦。
Yeah, he wanted to choose that.
选我们旁边。
Yeah, ridiculous. So I,
我们的运气真的很不好。
Yeah, it made me upset. But the second flight, we were basically flying first class because we could lie down the whole time. So the 4 seats in front of us were free, and then we were on a 4 on our own. So you could lie down and go to sleep, and I could lie down and go to sleep. There was only 88 people on a 300-person plane.
对，就是还蛮空的一个地方。
Yeah, so that was a lot better.
对，当然。
The food was fine. The service was fine. It was comfortable-ish for a plane.
所以真的有差就是从杜拜到伦敦人真的好多好多，但是从 Dubai 到台湾或者是从台湾到 Dubai 的人就没有那么多。对啊，所以你可以看到就是哪个国家在旅游的人很多，哪个国家的旅游的人就很少，而且你可以看到其实从杜拜回来台湾的他们都穿得像太空人一样。
对 I was just going to say that.
Astronauts.
I was actually going to say that. Yeah, like scientists. They're like, you know, they were full body. Some people were in full body suits, plastic suits from head to toe.
对
Nothing open.
对
You know, masks, shields,
对啊
gloves, everything. Like we had, you know, we'll put the vlog out, and we had like beekeeping hats on for the first time. We didn't at all for the second one.
没有但是我们是有 get away from people， 我们是有的，对啊。
Yeah, I mean, I never thought they would be. I mean, on top of each other. You know, there's to be honest, they were pretty strict with that kind of stuff. Other than like boarding, you could just all get together and spread the disease around. But on all the flights that we went on, everyone had to have a negative COVID test.
对
So everybody on our plane wasn't infected.
对啊
But everyone wore suits and masks, and you had to wear a mask at all times, and gloves and all this kind of stuff anyway.
所以我觉得其实我们做那个 certificate 那个 test 我觉得是好的，因为至少 at least you know 这些人他们没有生病。
Yeah, I mean, unless they got it from someone else in the airport, they're clean.
对，至少我们知道，就是会让你觉得
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, put your mind at ease, doesn't it? A bit.
对
Yeah, so I mean, so we made it. That's the point. We made it, and now we're in quarantine. So, you know, we're not going out for 14 days.
Yep, 没有，我们很乖。
Yeah, we're locked in here for 14 days. Can't see the kids for another 14 days. 13 days now. Yeah, and that's it. So that's a bit upsetting. But also, you know, we get time to do a bit of work. So we're supposed to be completing the course this next couple of weeks because we've got a bit of free time, and try to get that out to you guys as well, which we're going to really, really try and do. Isn't that right, Sweebs?
是的。好啦。眼睛很大哦。
对啊。You know, I think it's a promise we made ourselves. We sit in that garden. I remember we're looking up at the sky, and we're like, when we get back, let's use that 2 weeks just try and complete this, you know, get this course out to everybody, you know, get them some value. And you were like, what?
Huh?
What did you say?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Because I will see it when I edit this.
是真的，我说
Okay, 是真的, okay.
Yep.
You know, and you were like, yeah, let's definitely do that. Let's definitely do that.
对啊。
And that also helps to get Mandarin Monkey to the position where we can go to the UK and whatever and have that life more often. You know, and have the garden and stuff, you know, completing this work. It's actually quite important. 很重要的。
加油!
So we're going to try and do that. But yeah, so sorry, this time we're not going to be doing any of the book. The E3 book, we'll probably get back to that next time.
是的。
We're still on A, I think. So we've got a lot to go through, a lot of new words for you guys. But we thought we'd give you an update on what we've been doing, why we've been just disappeared for a week.
就那么一个礼拜。
So if you're new to the podcast, and I didn't say this, I should have right at the beginning. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. And if you're not, welcome back.
欢迎你。不管怎么样，我们都很欢迎你。对呀。
Every podcast is different. And this one, you know, this one is about the London
我们的英国旅游。
对啊 our travel。
对啊，其实还蛮多事情可以聊的啦，但是就是简单的来说就是这样。我们很喜欢这一趟的旅行，然后我们也收获很多，然后就希望这个病毒呢能赶快结束，让我们可以真正的自由的飞去英国看我们的家人，把我们的孩子带去 送给我们家人，送给他们。
Take them.
对
Take all of those. We're going to Dubai.
Spoil them. 对，就想要，因为真的啦，就是阿公阿嬷grandparents 他们真的会很想要 spoil them.
他们会。
对啊。
And it's been a long time as well. They will. They'll buy their love.
对啊。
With stuff. We got a bunch of gifts as well, didn't we, coming back, which is really nice for the kids, which we're going to give them secretly over the next few weeks. But I'm looking forward to a cuddle.
真的，我应该会哭吧
Will you? They won't know why. You shouldn't.
I don't care. 我不管啊。
And me and Darian
我就是要哭。
me and Darian were talking about this today about getting your kids to trust you, and about how kids who sometimes they have a good life, they will rebel against their parents because it's like being the. I think we have a saying about being a preacher's daughter, right? You get the daughter who's the daughter of a priest.
什么意思？
Like the daughter of a vicar, a priest, a holy person. Like someone in a Christian or Catholic church.
Oh.
The priest.
A daughter of priest.
Yeah.
OK 好。
So, okay.
不太懂。
Okay, well, I'll explain.
你是说把他们带去 church 里面，然后就说
Yeah.
I believe in
Church 的老板是谁 Priest. God. Yeah, God's the boss of the church. No, the guy who runs the church will be a priest.
我懂。
Okay. And I suppose his boss would be Shen.
是这样子的。
Yeah, so he's a priest, right? And his daughter
Okay.
is, raised by a priest and very religious and, just believe in Jesus, be good, and all this kind of stuff.
神父的女儿。
But she'll likely rebel and like to go out with bad boys and do, because her whole life she's had to be good and she's never been able to impulsively do something bad or whatever it is. So, there's that story kind of thing. But
okay.
How do you get them to not do that? Rebel against you. If you treat them really well the whole time, maybe they'll want to try something else. How do you stop them doing that? Put down. Okay. Just trying to be balanced, I guess. I don't know, say, give them things, but then smack them randomly and go, that's life's random.
不是吧？No. Okay, 好。
For people who's listening, that's a 很奇怪的声音，对不对？
Yeah, 对。
Okay, that was me one-handing clapping, by the way.
好，停。
Okay.
You can use that principle.
Okay, stop. The principle, smack them.
On son, 对 on your son.
Mason, yeah, I do though.
好
I don't smack him, but I throw him around.
Carrie 不行，他是我的宝贝。
But she'll grow up like a princess and ruined.
不会啊，我会教他什么是对，什么是不对的。
She'll get used to getting everything she wants. So
其实也没有啊，我也没有给他任何。我有吗？我还蛮虎妈的吧？
You're Huma? No, not really. Sometimes.
没有吗？
No, not really.
有时候我是啊，就是比如说他不吃晚餐，我就是不给他糖果吃。
Yeah,
I'm quite strict
I think you're definitely about the food thing. Yeah, you're quite stressed about that.
但是我觉得是他要做他必须要做的事情先。So I always tell her, you do what you need to do first, then do what you want.
I think you're stricter on Kyrie than I am. And I think I'm stricter on Mason than you are.
对啊，所以我们还是有那个 balance 啊。但是我就是真的很爱他。
So Kyrie will grow up hating you, but loving me, and Mason will love you and hate me.
没有，我不觉得。我觉得他还是比较。那我觉得
I throw him in the room and so you stay. Anyway, sorry about that. Okay, so if you guys would like a aforementioned group lesson, you can do by going to
www.mandarinmonkey.com/lessons. And these lessons are for beginner up to upper beginners.
Yeah.
对。
So if you feel like you're a beginner, you feel like you're an upper beginner, you think I can have maybe a really basic conversation, I know all the basic stuff, come and join in the group lessons. There's a number of times available. Both Eula and Amy are available for group lessons. You can see all the times before you buy on the website. It's only $30, so for 4, so you might as well. It's worth it.
好，如果你想要来的话呢，记得哦，到那个链接。
If you would like to contact us for any reason, you can do on
chat@mandarinmonkey.com.
If you would like to speak to me and Darian about anything technical, apps, or anything else, you can do nerds@mandarinmonkey.com. You can get in contact with us. For anything else, thank you very much, patrons, for supporting us. We super appreciate it.
谢谢你们。
You can go to www.patreon.com
Patreon.com/Mandarin Monkey.
Mandarin Monkey. Thank you very much, Betsy, for signing up. Thank you very much, Elsa, for supporting us. And we'll catch you next time.
谢谢你们收听，谢谢你们收看哦，我们下次见，拜。